Welcome to V-Roll. Today is Sunday, which means we look at our Sunday slip where we analyze the different single cards and sealed product going down in price. It's kind of crazy what we're about to look at because most of it is Sword and Shield. I think it might all be Sword and Shield. I got to double check on that. We'll see in a second, right? But it's been pretty dramatic as far as how these prices have been slipping down. But let's go to the bottom of the barrel. Let's go to free. Free for you for being a subscriber. The Glaring Articuno tin from Crown Zenith going out to one lucky winner. And folks, they're real. They do exist. I have them. 2 3-pack blisters from Stellar Crown going out to 2 additional winners and a Pokemon Mystery Prize. For a 4th winner overall, all you got to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Go to the description down below and check out the link there. I have a link to a video where this giveaway started. The goal is 2,500 subscribers. We are getting close. Go to that video and leave an additional comment. That's all we really got to do. Make sure you're entered to win and hit that bell because I post 7 days a week. Let's jump in. We have our Giratina V-Star from Crown Zenith. These prices are starting to go down. If they'll move it out, there we are. All right, they're going down for sure. And it seems like that kind of across the board on a lot of Sword and Shield stuff, especially in Crown Zenith. Recently, what is going on with the loading here? Oh my gosh, very ridiculous. One of those technical glitches we don't want to play with there. Coming in, I mean, we're under $100 on the Giratina. We're about 70 on the Arceus Origin Form. Palkia V-Star is coming in that $44 range. 54. What's the difference here? 35 Japanese. Okay, maybe that's why it's bringing the market value down a little bit there. But we do have the graph somewhere in here showing that it's actually going down and really working its way down. It's not just like a complete fall or a wild swing up or down. It's just a work down where it's moving down, kind of leveling off, moving down, a little recovery, moving down. We have this pattern of going down and kind of recovering in that area. Let's see if that needs a second. Okay, so we're probably in that range up here where we go to the near mint hollow foil here for the English version. The other language cards might be bringing it down a bit there. And I think a lot of this stems from this one sealed product we're going to look at here, the Sea and Sky Premium Collection from Crown Zenith. This is a Pokemon Sam's Club exclusive, all right? So you can get 14 packs. These, they're not promos. I believe they're just reprints of the Rayquaza and Kyogre. The jumbo card in there. Yeah, great. So this thing, when it came up, it was like pushing into almost $90 or something. Yeah, 85, something like that. Because nobody had it. So if you got it, you could sell it really quick for some good money there. And now it's leveling down here into the $60 range, which is still a pretty crazy return considering it costs $40. So if you're able to get this for $40, I think it's a great pickup to leave sealed. I think it's worth it at the pack value to open it up if you're looking to open some Crown Zenith. So I think that's a pretty good one there. And if you want to turn around and sell it, you've already made a 50% on top profit for what you've done. So you get your investment back plus another 50% in that $60 range, $64 here. You know, take into consideration you got to ship these things. They're huge, and that's going to really eat up a lot of costs. You got to take into consideration that there's fees when you sell on places like TCG Player or on eBay and others. So if you could sell locally to other people who don't have Sam's Club access, like the card or something, which is dirt cheap by the way right now, you know, that might be a way to go. But I'm not into the whole flipping sealed product this quick. I would look at it more of the investment long term and then seeing where that goes. But I think even though these are printed quite a bit, I think they'll be an interesting investment long term and hold around that price, maybe start climbing after a few years. So we'll see what happens from there. Continuing in Crown Zenith, Leafeon V-Star. This was the highest pull I was ever able to get. Very lucky to do so. But the price is not going crazy on this one in the $26 range, but still slipping down. That Sunday slip is holding up to its name, all right? It's worthy of its name there. We are at 32 not quite 3 months ago, and here we are down to 22 on the Glaceon V-Star. Pokemon did a good job with Crown Zenith. I think it really pushed us into the different artworks that we are now kind of expecting frequently out of the Scarlet and Violet era. But the Glaring Gallery from Crown Zenith was just one of the best things they did. It was a great cap to the era, 2150. Okay, we got a little jump up here at the end. Is this a recovery from a a wild dip because we were coming down here. It looks like a big recovery. Looks maybe it was an overcorrection. Came back down. Maybe this one's a little bit wonky here. Are we seeing that on the other legendaries here, like the Suicune? Tiny bit in that neighborhood, but not quite as severe. Great artwork there. 20 bucks on this one. Not bad for what it is. Anti-V. Or we got a similar story? Just barely creeping back up there and moving to that $20.50 on that one. We're moving on to Chilling Reign, going a little bit further back into the Sword and Shield era. But this one is the chase. It's the big pull, the massive alt art there. And it's been a pretty quick drop to the bottom, and now it's leveling off, trying to find where it lives. All right, I think at $275, this would be really solid just to kind of be in that range. Not that I have $275 to put into one card right now, but I think it's reasonable for the artwork, for the rarity of it, how hard it is to pull this thing, and the fact that it was going so crazy for a while that it just seemed unjustified, because I know that was a big climb, and we were in the, geez, wow, 6 months ago we were at like 190. Man. Yeah, getting that 275 doesn't seem unrealistic. We're still in that recovery zone, I think, from those big pushes on the alt arts there. Where are we at lately on this one? Just a big, steep decline for the Galarian Moltres here. Again, Chilling Reign. Pokemon put this out. I don't think it was a big, exciting set at the time, but some of the alt arts have really aged well. $115 on this one currently. And we have our Shadow Rider and Ice Rider Calyrax to go over. I think we have both of them. So Shadow Rider Calyrax here, VMAX rather. And we're at almost 90, getting into that $88 range there. I'm guessing it's a similar graph. Yes, we're coming down across the way. Oh, Snorlax snuck his way in here. Wow, really falling there in the $72 price range for that Snorlax Gold. It could be one of the highest priced golds. Wow, completely different. Ice Rider's taking a different track here than Shadow Rider with that big shot up and the recovering. This is more like what we were seeing earlier with the, what was it, the Raikou, right? Just these wild swings. I don't know. Brilliant Stars. We're getting close to the end. Getting close to the end of that Sword and Shield era. The chase card, the Charizard from behind. They're battling it out with Venusaur. Great artwork. Beautiful full art there. Just really covering a lot, showing a lot, giving us a great scene. To be honest, it kind of, I think this one trumps the 151 Charizard big time. But we're pretty close in price, sitting around that $135 range. So pretty weird that they're both similar in price, but I think they have a completely different feel. And I really like the Brilliant Stars one. Still same thing, falling down on the Rainbow Charizard V-Star. Rainbows don't get a lot of love, and that's probably what's pulling it down, but it is a Charizard, it's V-Star, a little bit harder to pull there, so 47 bucks, not unreasonable, but we've seen it across the board here, not just in the regular set, but the trainer gallery as well, taking a hit, coming way down here. This thing was pushing up pretty high not too long ago, $37. Arceus V, an alternate art. Really good one. I think it's just a little bit too busy here. This duplicated cloud bump going on here just kind of looks a little odd. They could have done better with the clouds there. And then same thing here. We have like these duplicate waterfalls or mountains or something. Just an interesting design here that I didn't really like the scenery as much as I think it could have been. Arceus is fine. I think the concept is fine. But the price is not doing well here. It is coming down $24. Might be worth the pickup soon on that one, in my opinion, just to have it if you're going into those alternate arts there. Again, a trainer gallery, Umbreon, popular one here, $21, and it's just been a pretty good stair step coming down over the past 3 months. Sylveon V, same kind of story, coming down here, and we're pushing under 20 now at the $17 range. And the Sylveon V Max, really cute, wonderful, and then you see the scale with the trainer. My goodness, just enormous Pokemon. And it gives you a whole nother sense because it's just like this cute little Pokemon. And then all of a sudden, whoa, 15 bucks, $15. The price is not swelling like that Pokemon is, but there you go. Gengar VMAX, we're going to Fusion Strike, taking a step backward, I guess, from Brilliant Stars. But Fusion Strike has been getting close to wanting to recover. It's kind of leveled off quite a bit here on this Gengar VMAX and $300 range, and now it's just starting to tick up at the end, it looks like. But maybe we're past the slip down. Maybe it's in recovery. Maybe it's just a blip on that one. This one, you got to take that little 0 point out of there. But it's been a pretty steady decline coming in here for the Espeon VMAX and just creeping under $200 there now. Very good, very good. If you're in the market for them, Mew VMAX, alternate art, pretty chaotic scenery here. Really like this one. I think it's actually somewhat undervalued, to be honest. Even still, when it got to the $100 range, it kind of seemed appropriate, but here we were getting, we got a low of like 72 in there. Wow, okay. And now we're starting to creep back up. This listing doesn't make sense unless we're talking about other, no. 74.29 is where you'd be at. And that's that $85 listing seems a little odd to me. So gotta keep, okay. Near mint. Okay, I just want to double check that I'm not losing it or something. Rainbow, Mew VMAX. Again, rainbows don't do too well usually that long term, but being Mew, it's gonna have a little bit more on the price there. But same story. Wow, just this nice slow decline there as we saw on the Umbreon VMAX. Mew V alternate art. This one feels undervalued, but maybe this is just too much of a recovery. What do we got here? We had a big spike up. Yeah. My gosh, that was a snap to the top. Big time. So the recovery seems a little bit lower than you might expect from a almost $30 card previous to that spike, that it should get closer to like the $35 range. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be time. Maybe that's what's going to do it on that one. Celebi V, taking a look at how this one's fallen here. A lot of alt arts, just going a few sets at a time here. But alternate art, Celebi V. Pokemon did a good job with Fusion Strike, except they made it enormous, so it was overwhelming, and a lot of people wanted to overlook it at that point. And it's kind of aged well, which is good, because not every set ages well. These prices are not aging well for those who are looking at long-term investment on the single cards, but we do find this pretty often here. $26, $27, something like that. We find it often that the single cards tend to go down in price until they are the hit, until they are the card of the set or the couple cards of the set. Until they reach that status for the long term, these things tend to level off because there's people opening still. There are still a lot of these hitting the market. A lot of people are trying to cash in and reconfigure their collection. Maybe they want to ditch the Inteleon VMAX at $22 and go get something else, or have it to reinvest in something else. So it could be just changing out their own particular collections, but man, it's kind of a race to the bottom these days on some of these. So if you're looking to pick up, I'd keep an eye on it at the very least. Genesect V, I don't think this one gets the love it deserves. I mean, you got the Smeargle hanging out in the background. He's breakdancing, for goodness sake, and it's got a pretty cool artwork going on in the scenery. So really interesting one here. And at $13, this is pretty easy pickup for an alternate art. I think long term, alternate arts of all kinds are going to do fairly well, even the low-end ones like this as far as price-wise. So that's where we're at on the Sunday slip. And again, I want to bring it back to the bottom of the barrel, free for you at least. The Glaring Articuno tin from Crown Zenith going out to one lucky winner, 2 3-pack blisters from Stellar Crown going out to 2 additional winners, and a Pokemon mystery prize. 4 winners overall. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit the bell, because I post 7 days a week. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.